my name is Ali. Welcome to my channel. We are here with Hakuoki Kyoto wins Hijikata's route. So let's go. I never thought something like this could happen. I looked up to the sky, watching the clouds form in streaks above me, and then lowered my gaze. It seemed like just yesterday that we were all living our normal lives at the compounds. Then all of a sudden, we've arrived at today, helpless as our troops split amongst themselves. I couldn't wrap my head around it. However, even with all of my confusion, I was especially worried about, we're going to put the soldiers. What about the feelings of those who were being left behind? I wanted to know how the people in the Shinsengumi felt about Ito and his followers leaving. I decided we are going to ask high-ranking. Someone high-ranking, that's what it was. The heads of the Shinsengumi seemed like the best people to ask, but they were all still talking in the common room. Perhaps I should wait a bit until they were done. Almost as if on cue, Hijikata appeared in the hallway. Oh, hello, Hijikata.
Shouldn't you be resting?
Oh, I feel a lot better now.
Your dad's a doctor, and you know a little about medicine, but that doesn't mean you're invulnerable. Go back to your room and try not to run around too much.
Is he worried about us? Are you worried? Okay, I'll be careful. Oh, shoot. It was easy to forget one suffered a significant injury when it healed almost completely by morning. I'll go right back to my room, but can I ask you something first?
What?
It's about Ito and the people who are leaving with him. How do you feel about all of this?
What do you mean?
Well, people who are members of the Shinsengumi won't be. If I were in Hijikata's shoes, I don't think I could sit still. I'd be so stressed. Either that or I'd blamed myself.
We were allies yesterday, but if our positions change, we can be enemies tomorrow. That's life.
But what about Saito and Heisuke? They had all been captains together. Surely Hijikata saw them as friends at least. Would Hijikata be able to brand them as enemies just because of their change in allegiance?
Saito and Toto. It's going to be rough to lose a pair of skilled swordsmen, yes. But think about the future. If they're leaving, they had some problem with the Shinsengumi. Better they leave now than later, when the problem gets worse.
How could he be so cold and analytical about his friends? Yet, he made sense. If Ito and company were leaving because they were incompatible with the Shinsengumi, then perhaps it was for the best. But was the best thing for the future of the Shinsengumi also the best for Hijikata? I couldn't understand. My wound healed completely soon afterward, but I kept the bandages on. I didn't want anyone to see that my scar had healed. Since Ito, Heisuke, and Saito had all left, the compound felt so much larger and emptier. Around the same time, Takeda, one of the captains of the Shinsengumi, had also left. I guess there are things we can't help, but it felt as if everyone was gone in different directions, off to forge their own paths. I couldn't help but feel sad about it. And we're going to fade away into darkness. July 1867. I swear the timeline just goes by so fast in this game. It goes by years, practically. July 1867. 3 months had passed since Ito had left the Shinsengumi, taking his men and others with him. Late one evening, I laid in my warm futon at an hour where I should have been asleep, but I don't know, my mind, I wouldn't be able to sleep, waking up to that guy trying to kill you for blood. I was tossing and turning in my bed. My mind was wide awake. I wasn't falling asleep anytime soon. But why? I was nervous, certainly, and I'd trained earlier that day, but neither of those was anything new. I needed to get to sleep soon, and I'd oversleep in the morning.
and that would be embarrassing. As I forced my eyes shut for the 1000th time, I heard someone calling out for me. I have to say, I have a heck of a time falling asleep. I'd lay down at like 11, and then I can't get to sleep till like 2:30 or 3 a.m. It sucks. I don't know how my husband could just fall right to sleep after he lays down. Yukimura, you still awake? Why is he coming to our room? Interesting. The voice outside belonged to Hijikata. I scrambled to my feet. Yes, what is it? You have a visitor. Once you're dressed, come to the common room. A visitor? Yeah, exactly. A visitor. Who would come to visit me? Especially at such a late hour. I stood, puzzled, but I rushed to get dressed and shuffled toward the common room. I slid open the door and walked in and was surprised when I saw Kondo. I apologize for disturbing your sleep. Oh, that's fine, but... You got some crazy bedhead. Didn't you have time to brush it? Oh, goodness. What? Really? I'm so sorry. Oh my god, it's everybody. Cut this stupid joke, Soji. Huh? It was a joke? Don't worry. You don't have bedhead. Thanks for coming. Please sit there. Okay. Even Sanan was here. Seeing all of the captains of the Shinsengumi gathered, I shook with nerves. I went to sit down in the corner, but when I locked eyes with the person sitting in front of me, my eyes grew wide. Reason being the person who was sitting was... Hello, Chizuru. How are you doing? I'm sorry for visiting you so late at night. Sen? So my visitor was Sen? What could she be doing here? Only then did I notice a beautiful woman dressed as a ninja, seated next to Sen. She is pretty. Oh, she almost looks like Hijikata. Maybe it's just the purple eyes. I don't know. Yes. This one is with me. My bodyguard, you might say. Bodyguard? I looked at the captains, hoping someone would explain the situation. Supposedly, she really wants to talk to you. I guess he's leaving it up to me to talk first. So, Sen, what brings you here today? Even though I was nervous, at the very least, our relationship was beyond just acquaintances. Sen looked back at me with a stern expression, and she looked down before speaking calmly. Well, I'll get straight to the point. I've come to take you. Come to take me? What do you mean? I don't understand what you're saying. Well, it's actually a long story. I'm not quite sure where to begin. Of course it pops up again. I don't know why. There's no time. We must make preparations to leave immediately. Wait, hold on. Why should I go with you? Yeah, that's a damn good question. Oh my god, why does it keep doing this? You just barge in here, ask to see her, and spring this on her? Us? Not us. Are you relatives or something? She doesn't seem to have any idea, though. Sen, can you explain a little more? Yes, I do suppose you have a point. I suppose arriving suddenly and springing this upon you would be rather perplexing. Very well. I shall start at the beginning. It may take some time. Should we step out? No, I'd like you all to stay. It does involve the lot of you as well. She glanced around the room, looking at each of the captains, and started to speak. You are familiar with Kazuma, yes? I hear you have crossed swords with him once or twice. How'd you know that? Well, I hear of most things that happen in Kyoto, eventually. You're something like Kazuma and his punks, aren't you? I would rather prefer not to be associated with his ilk, but yes, in a sense, you are correct. Fine. You were talking about Kazuma. He showed up at... Ikedaya, I guess? Hamagiri, and Nijo. He's oh my god. He's got something to do with Satsuma and Choshu, doesn't he? Well, most of the time it seems more like he was there for his own reasons, not any kind of domain politics. Geez, I swear I've changed Harada's voice so much that now he sounds just like Okita. Why? Anyway. Either way, he's an enemy of the Shinsengumi. Then you are also aware that he is pursuing your lady friend here. Sen gestured at me for the captain's benefit, then fixed me with a level stare. What was going on? Oh my god, why does it keep doing this? This was getting stranger and stranger, and was starting to think I didn't really want to know the rest of the story. We are aware of that. We are also aware that Kazuma and his compatriots call themselves demons. Not that we're inclined to believe such a claim, of course. No, I do think their claim as demons is unfounded. All three of them possess powers that make them incomparable to humans. However, despite their strengths, their presence is virtually unknown amongst the public. In normal circumstances, that is impossible. It's rare for you to say something so kind, Sanan. So, go on, Sen. Then you know they are demons. Excellent. They will save me some time, then. That will save me some time, then. Whoops. I am not a human either. I am also a demon. You are? I am, in fact, a princess. Princess Sen. Sen. Blah, 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 blah. Can't talk right now. Okay, we're gonna look up Sen. Sen. Princess Sen. An acquaintance of the heroine. They first met each other in Kyoto. She claims to be a demon. With that, she gave us an elegant bow. Exactly like what one might expect from a princess. I come from a family of ninja who have served Princess Sen and her family for generations. It all makes sense now. I'd wondered why you were being so friendly. You were gathering information on the Shinsengumi. I have no idea what you mean. She tilted her head to the side politely and met Hijikata's glare with an innocent smile. You know her? Move your eyes up about 6 inches, Shippachi. That's Kimigiku. Oh my god, I never put two and two together. That's her? Okay. Kimigiku. Her work as a Shimabara courtesan was only a cover. Her true role was as a spy and bodyguard for Princess Sen. She's dressed a little different from when we met her at Shimabara, but that's her face, all right. Interesting. Shimabara. The district in Kyoto where one could find licensed courtesans. And there goes my toilet. It is also referred to as the red light district. All right. What? Kimigiku smiled. The demons have lived in this country since a very long time ago. The top officials in the shogunate and in many of the domains already know of us. Most demons have no interest in human matters and prefer to be left alone, to go about their own affairs in peace. However, humans in positions of power saw that they might achieve great things with the assistance of demons, and so demanded that assistance. And did the demons obey? Many did not. They felt they had no obligation to involve themselves in human affairs. Human ambition meant nothing to them. But when they refused, the human lords were furious. They sent out great armies to destroy the villages of the demons. How horrible. The demon clans scattered across the country and were forced into hiding. No longer isolated in their own communities, they went on to mate with humans. These days, there are few demons who can claim a pure bloodline. And I assume Kazuma is one of these? Sen nodded. Correct.
Not correct. Currently, the largest pureblood family is the Kazuma, who have the Satsuma domain in support. You have already met the head, Chikage Kazuma.
Chikage Kazuma.
In the east, the largest family is the Yukimura. That would be your family, Chizuru.
What?
I heard that the demon of the Yukimura clan lived in the hidden village. Wait, were destroyed by I'm guessing that was destroyed by humans. But it would seem there is a survivor. That survivor is her. Chizuru, the blood that runs in your veins is pure and strong. I sense great power for you. From you. My God, I can't read. No way. But I had Kiku gather as much history on your family as she could.
I know you may find it all difficult to believe, but you are very much a demon.
The revelation of all of this was nearly impossible to comprehend. I was at a loss of words. I mean, I was told I was not a human, but being called a demon? That's kind of creepy. Demon. Why would demon be under here? Protagonist. Oh, okay. The main character was informed by Princess Sen that she is a demon. I couldn't believe it, but at the same time, all the odd things that occurred all made sense now. Now I knew why Kazuma was after me, and why I'd healed so much more quickly than anyone else. If you are indeed the descendant of a pure-blooded demon, then Kazuma's desire for you is clear. Should two purebloods mate, should two purebloods mate, they will produce an even more powerful demon.
Ah, so he wants her for his bride?
After a fashion, yes, Kazuma will definitely return for her. Thus far, he has been content to toy with you, but I cannot guess how much longer that may last. Should he devote all of his formidable abilities to this task, I do not think you will be able to protect her. Even the Shinsengumi cannot stand against the power of a demon.
Whoa there, princess. You don't think that's going a bit far?
Shinpachi's right. You aren't giving us enough credit. The only reason you are still alive is because Kazuma and his companions have not turned their full strength on you.
Then let them. I should dearly like to see I should dearly like to see the power of true demon.
Sanan! Kazuma and his friends had already demonstrated incredible strength. Even the captains of the Shinsengumi had been easily brushed aside. If that was not even the full extent of their strength, then a battle to the death against one of them would be...
Shinpachi and Harada are right. Although they were more powerful than any average human warrior, the difference in power between us wasn't so vast that we couldn't best them, even if they were going easy on us.
Very true. Besides, we've got the demon himself in command, don't we?
Shut up, Soji.
I understand how you feel, but you must realize that these men are unlike any other foe you have faced before. Your guys' job is to protect the safety of Kyoto, not to protect her. Oops. That is why I must ask you to leave her to us, in our care. Her chances of survival will be much higher.
Hey, give us a chance, all right? Are you trying to say we can't protect her?
This may sound rude, but you're talking about the power of two women over all of us. It's hard for me to imagine your thin arms can go head-to-head with guys like Kazuma Amagiri and Shiranui. Look, lady, you're not part of the Shinsengumi, and I'd appreciate if you could keep your nose out of our business. Both Sen and Kimigiku seemed to be thrown off by the captain's reactions.
What about you, Hijikata?
You've acknowledged Kazuma's strength. Surely you must at least consider the princess's offer. Please give her to us.
That's different. It's not our style to back out on a promise. We decided we're going to protect her. We're not going to run away just because they're demons. And besides, if you're going to claim that you're a demon, I guess I'll take it, but that doesn't mean we trust you. Do you know who you're speaking to? Princess Sun is a descendant of my god. Do you know who you're speaking to? Princess Sun is a descendant of Suzuka Gozan. We're gonna look that up. Of course, right at the bottom. A female demon said to have lived on Suzuka Mountain. She fell in love with Tamamiro Sakanoe, I guess, and went to live with him in Yase. I am going to let you guys go here. I hope you are enjoying, and see you in the next one. Bye!